What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Draymond, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. We're back with episode 16 of Freezer to Fallout. And yes, Jude, we know what you're doing right now. Our adventures through the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Yeah, totally planned and professional introduction, I know. So last time we had some shocking revelations about everything that's going on. Turns out our boy isn't a little boy anymore. In fact, he's genetically older than us now, which is kind of creepy. And we're going to be going through and trying to sort some things out. I hadn't actually planned on what I was doing this time. It's been a long couple of days. We're not going to be doing tradecraft. We are not going to be doing any of those special things. I think that we are going to do some of the Minutemen quests this time. You know, have a nice little bit of a break before we head into the holiday season in the real world. And for all you geeks and gamers out there, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and any other celebrations that you have during this time of the year. I hope they go well for you. And remember, the challenge is still out there. Take up a game that you absolutely love,
Hey, Carla.
and
Here to trade?
set the difficulty a little bit higher.
Sure.
Especially if you can do it multiplayer. It'd be great. Just gonna pick up a little bit of ammunition while we're sitting here. I think it's 45 rounds. I can never remember. I do so many games and they all blur together, and it's 45. So we're gonna spend some caps on that. So we're gonna be doing a couple more of the Minutemen side quests. Not gonna be really doing anything too intense this episode, because I want to rattle off at the mouth a little bit, and I can't do that and concentrate at the same time because multitasking is something that is beyond me. So we are going to take Outpost Simonja, and we are going to help the folks out at County Crossing this episode for sure. Let's see where we go from there. Well, let's head over to Ten Pines and make our way towards Outpost Simonja, though. And this time of year, guys, it is worth reiterating and coming back to the conclusion that the materialism that we all face is not what this season is about. The beauty of this season is the little things. The absolute little things. Oops, that is the wrong button. Take the opportunity to spend some time with the people you love. And remember that the holidays are about being together, having fun, you know, spending time with friends, family, gamer society, whatever you want to do. This time of year should be about all of that. It should not be about materialism. Should not be about, you know, getting gifts and all that sort of crap. Spend some time with the people you care about, because we often don't do that enough in our day and age. It's worth it to spend the extra few minutes every single day, not just this time of year, but it's more poignant this time of year, to sit with the people that you care about and remember why you care about them. Personally speaking, and it's going to be a little bit of a personal shout out here, my little brother, my baby brother, that I can't really call my baby brother anymore, recently moved into his very own house. He got it all together, he sorted out. He, his wife, and my two gorgeous nieces are now in their own place. So congratulations, bro. I know it's a little bit of a weird thing to talk about on a gaming stream, but let's face it, family is important. And I don't just mean the blood that you are related to. Family itself is something that goes beyond mere genetics. People in this world that care about you, that love you, who are as much a part of your family as anyone else. And I am blessed to have an incredibly large family, both biologically and not biologically. And I'm hoping that the rest of you guys can consider too the people in your lives that make the world a better place. So take the time this holiday season, ideally sit down and game with these people. I put a post up on Facebook a while back, really giving my thoughts on the entire situation. One Christmas, just to reiterate, because I love this story as much as it makes me seem weird. My brother, a guy that should be my brother, well, pretty much is, my dad and I, we all sat down to play some Halo Reach, gave my father a sniper rifle in the hopes that he could sit up on a hill and not die on Legendary too much. Of course, we took the skull off so that we didn't have to restart the level when he inevitably died over and over again. And we sat through, and our brother from another mother ended up getting shot and would have to duck back into cover pretty much whenever he stuck his head out. Well, the instructions we'd given our father was, shoot anything down there that moves. Well, it just so happened that our brother from another mother was down there and moving, so was constantly getting shot in the back of the head with a sniper rifle by our father. I can't remember anything that I got that year. I can't remember any of the gifts that I gave that year. I pretty much remember nothing about that entire Christmas celebration, except for sitting down and gaming with my father, my brothers, and just having fun. And we still, to this day, constantly tell our dad, look, we're going to play a game, but you're not allowed a sniper rifle. Specifically because we cannot judge whether or not he's going to shoot at us or at the people that actually need to be shot at. Now, if you guys are wondering why I'm kind of backing off here, just to get back to what we're actually doing this time, there's a guy down here named Boomer, and he's wearing power armor. But if you notice what's on his arm there, that is a Fat Man launcher. And we definitely don't want the Fat Man to hit us.
What was that?
Woo-hoo. And that would be a Fat Man shell going off right next to us. Thankfully, he only has a couple of rounds, so we don't have to worry too much about him hitting us with that Fat Man launcher. But still, a Fat Man is a Fat Man. Always makes me nervous when I can't see them. Well, that went surprisingly better than I thought it would. So yeah, Fat Man launchers, some Raider power armor. We beat you, Boomer. That's all good. Doesn't hurt that we're picking up some nifty stuff. We'll say nifty. I like nifty. Nifty's a nice word. It's a nifty word. Yeah, see what I did there? Anyway, back to my thoughts now that we're not getting shot at and dying. It is definitely the time of year where everybody goes into the whole commercialism part of things. Ooh, and is telling the awesome tales. More damage at night. Awesome. So we can set up our power if we have the tools to do so. I believe we do. Just pop up here. Yes, I thought this episode out completely and know exactly what I'm doing and saying. Yes, because I am awesomely professional and I never, ever, ever do this thing off the cuff. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. Awesome. So yeah, during the holiday season, whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just sit back and make sure that the gamers around you, your friends, your family, digital, otherwise, they know that you care about them and that this time of year is best spent with the people that you care about. Doesn't matter what you're doing, I mean, I've often said that I could sit around a table eating pizza as long as I've got all those people that actually make my life awesome sitting there with me. And apparently talking about this stuff makes me all nostalgic and makes me shoot better. So, maybe that's something to keep in mind. I'm pretty sure there is a raider down there, though. Saw him move. Well, saw his shadow anyway. Is he wearing power armor too? That would suck if he was wearing power armor too. I know he is wearing cage armor. And there is a shout out this time of year that I love to give, because the gentleman involved is incredibly awesome, and he just became a dad, so he'll know who I'm talking about when I get to this. But Phoenix, every single year back when I was playing World of Warcraft, this beautiful bastard would go out and give everybody in our guild Hanukkah presents, because he's Jewish, and of course that's what you do. But he would go out of his way to make sure everybody got some, and that we were included in his part of the holiday. Whether or not we cared or not, didn't matter. It was his little way of doing things, and I haven't forgotten that, because, let's face it, the guy was awesome. And so Foe, and all the other guys that have become moms and dads since we kind of stopped playing that game. We never really stopped being friends. Facebook is a wonderful thing. Congratulations to all you new moms and dads out there, raising the next generation of geeks and gamers. It's going to be great. Though I'm dreading when Uncle Dre starts getting his butt kicked by young children, because, let's face it, I'm not great at games, I just love playing them. So we've completed Outpost Zimonja, and now we gotta go to County Crossing. I think the easiest way to get there would probably be going to Bunker Hill, so we're gonna do that.
Guess not interested in sharing, huh?
It is a bit more of a rambling episode this week, guys. I mean, my thoughts are all over the place, and my godfather tried to kill me by taking me out for sushi tonight every time he's in town.
Right up. Little bit of everything from all over.
Well, let's just say the man loves his sushi, and I like sushi too, so every time he's up, which is going to be weird soon because he's moving up here, which is great, but I have a feeling that we're going to become regulars at our sushi place here, and it's going to completely destroy me. I eat way too much, and yeah, it's just an awesome time. Huh. We can't really afford the Black Ops chess piece, but I'd love to do that eventually. But we know where it is, so we'll come back for it. So yeah, we went out for sushi. It was great. It was awesome. And essentially, that is the best Christmas present I could get from my godfather, because I love sushi. Eat way too much of it. And we get to sit down, chat, you know, just have a good time. And that's what this season should be about. And I'm not going to stop preaching on that. Because as much as we are into our games, and as much as we have our own social conventions, our own society built around gaming, we can't forget that there are a lot of people in this world who support us, love us, all that sort of stuff, and go out of their way to make life a lot better, often by spending this time of year buying us new games. Hint, hint to all you non-gamers out there. But they grab us a whole bunch of new games, they sit down, and while they may not understand... Ooh, that is a Deathclaw. While they may not understand it themselves, the fact that we enjoy it, we get a ton of joy, hours of gameplay, and it makes it real easy to shop for us. I used to be really afraid of Deathclaws. Not so much anymore. Who's shooting at Piper?
They're in our hands anyway.
That's not very nice. Where are you? There you are. Survive a Deathclaw only to get grenaded. Well, not so grenaded, because apparently I suck with grenades again. Comes and goes. Yeah, so we get all these awesome things for this time of year, and while a lot of people that love us may not understand our particular obsession with gaming, the fact that we get enjoyment out of it is often enough for them.
Wish it hadn't come to that.
So, just noteworthy, because, let's face it, getting new games and stuff for Christmas is always awesome. Now, if only companies would realize that gamers themselves are the essence of gaming, we wouldn't have so many problems. Okay, I know there are baby Mirelurks in there. Whew. Alright, I gotta figure out where I am again. I'm going completely the wrong way, but we'll circle back around. Now, all that shooting over there, we're not going to get involved in. That's going to be for after we complete the main story and do a whole bunch of other stuff, because that leads into the Mechanist DLC. Over there is the start of the DLC itself, and I want to do that in its own little separate part. So we're going to avoid all the shooting that's happening over there. It's usually healthy to run away from gunfire, but that's not here nor there. Because we're gamers, and gunfire usually means loot, and loot is loot. Loot is awesome. Yeah, so I'm completely scatterbrained this week. It's been fun. I mean, it's hard for me for this particular time of year, and there's a bunch of T-51 armor. Because I have nieces, and there's a lot of pink involved. A lot of pink. But that's okay. They're awesome girls. Incredibly smart. I could brag for hours and hours and hours. And I will spare you guys all that because, well, I love those girls so much. And I would go from being your typical dorky gamer to rambling off at the mouth for hours on end, not shutting up. Which, let's face it, I don't do that anyway. Yeah, Brahmin exploded. Yeah, I'm kind of weird today. I don't know what it is. Sushi overdose, maybe. Could be. Could be. Not that I really mind you. And for some reason, that gamer instinct is popping up saying something around here is going to try and eat you. I just don't know exactly what is going to try to eat me, but I feel like something is going to try to eat me. We already ran into a Deathclaw, so you never know. Something bad could happen. Might happen. Probably will. Gotta love the Wasteland for that. The fact that I've gotten so many hours out of this game, regardless of the Let's Play, I still do a ton of individual playthroughs, and it's fun.
You gotta help. My father's been kidnapped.
Alright, calm down. Calm down.
It's okay. You just need to tell me what happened. They said they'd be back for the ransom in a few days. If I don't pay up, they'll kill him. But I don't have that kind of money.
Well, here. We'll pay the ransom off.
Here's the ransom. Pay them when they come back. Oh. Okay. Thanks. Just hope I can trust those raiders to keep their promise.
Should be. Raiders only kill when they need to get something out of something. So now County Crossing is available for us. We gotta head back up to Sanctuary and turn in both of those Minutemen quests. If I can select Sanctuary and not the marker. So let's find Mr. Garvey.
Take care of your gun, it'll take care of you. I cleared out that spot you sent me to and set up a radio beacon there.
That's great news. Once folks have some place to call their own, they'll be willing to help defend it. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Alright, so taking point for Outpost of
rescued that
Mojo.
kidnapped settler. We we've got another settlement on our side now.
Good. Another win for the Minutemen. Keep it up, and pretty soon we'll have the whole commonwealth behind us. If you've got time, something else has come up. Maybe you can find out where those bastards are coming from and put a stop to it.
Alright, so it apparently skips a line of dialogue pretty much every time I get that quest. I don't know why. So, Overland Station. We gotta go find some greenskins, apparently? Or deal with some super mutants? Alright. So let's talk to this nice lady.
We're in some real trouble. Maybe you can help.
Alright, so the Minutemen sent us.
I'm with the Minutemen. How can I help?
It's these damn greenskins, the super mutants. Whenever they come through, we just have to run away or hide. They take everything they can eat and destroy most everything else. And if they ever took us by surprise, we'd all be dead. We can't live like this. Please, you gotta help us.
Sure, I'll take care of them.
I'll take care of those super mutants. I promise.
God, I hope so. We didn't know what to do.
Okay, so we've got to go to Fraternal Outpost 115. So back down in Cambridge. So we're going to head north and cross the bridge up there. If I can find the gate. Battled the terrors of the wasteland, including fence gates. Yes, we'll go with that. Could swim across the river. Not very healthy to do so, but can be done. So on a more random note, if you could exist within one game world for just one day, since we're talking about Christmas miracles and all that sort of stuff, what would it be? I mean, personally, I'm not sure. I mean, I like a lot of digital worlds, so just picking one would be tough in and of itself. I think maybe the universe for EVE Online, because that's actually a really, really cool backstory. Being immortal for a day would be cool, no matter how many times I got blown up, which would be a lot. Let's face facts here. I got blown up a lot when I was playing that game. Though, I can't think of a non-dystopian world where I'd want to be in. Because there's that whole idea that we'd be the hero, the person with the cool gun and all the cojones to go out and do it. I suppose it would really count as if it would be treated by like a game world. So I'll leave that up to your discretion. But yeah, if you had to pick one game universe for just one day, sort of a Christmas miracle, where would you want to go? Alright, I think we're going to go upstairs first. And naturally, when I'm sneaking around and being quiet, my voice gets quieter.
They never just want to talk. All in one piece.
Okay, so I guess that's it for this place? One super mutant is causing problems? Maybe he was just a leader that would summon more. I say that because I know exactly that he's a leader and would just summon more.
Someone else's dinner.
Deadeye is one of those guys that if you can kill him quick enough, like we just did there, he's not a problem.
There's a classic.
But if you let him stay up for just a second too long, this place starts swarming. And there's landmines, and there's a bunch of stuff that tries to eat you and kill you, and you know, it's your typical wasteland sort of survival situation.
Out there.
If you look down there, you can see some frag mines and everything. We're just going to make our jobs a little bit easier by taking care of those mines. And we'll hop down and we will go investigate the rest of this place. Oh. I mean, I have no idea where I was going with that thought. Yeah, I'm incredibly planned out today. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of rambling. So we will just go with that, because why not? I can't really get over how visceral the game feels, Fallout in general. For a lot of it, they got how humans would behave pretty much down pat as far as I'm concerned. I mean, guns and bullets. Ballistic weapons permanently do 5% more critical damage. Awesome. Some more 45 rounds, which doesn't hurt, considering we use this.
What exactly was the goal of this fraternity again?
I have no idea, Piper. I really don't. So yeah, if Blind Eye gets over to this switch, it sets off an alarm and summons a whole bunch of super mutants. No bueno. But generally speaking, Bethesda got the feel of a post-apocalypse pretty much spot on for how I imagined it would go. People going up into various little tribes and
There? I can barely see him here.
keeping with some ideas of the past. Granted, it has a 1950s flavor to it, but it does feel like what we would end up doing, because let's face it, people can be terrible sometimes. Which again, this time of year we're trying to avoid. There. But generally speaking, I think that we would fracture into sort of a tribal structure and congregate like that. Seems like the most natural way that it would happen. I don't know necessarily if we would be doing the Brotherhood of Steel stuff. Oh, Smiling Larry.
You looking to trade? Smiling Larry's got what you want.
Curious.
What are you doing out here?
People want something. Smiling Larry finds it, brings it to him. The whole commonwealth knows me. Now, what about doing some trading?
So this is actually one of the merchants that you can find the level 4s walking around. If your settlement is set up well enough, you can convince him to go up to that settlement and become a level 4 merchant for you. We haven't done that yet, so we're just going to see what he has to offer.
Smiling Larry has what you need, guaranteed.
Let's see if you do in fact have anything we need. It doesn't really look like it. Well, there's some 45 rounds, but that's pretty much not important. The guards seem to know what they're doing, though. We'll find our way back across the river. I'd rather not swim it. But I think we're going to end up doing that. Anyway. We'll risk a little bit of radiation poisoning. I mean, what's a few rads between friends, right? We have a Geiger counter. There we go. I have no idea where I was going with any of my thoughts. Just completely mind-blanked. Of course, there's the crashed Zetan spaceship that we followed a while ago while we were over here. Military frequency for the Brotherhood of Steel. We just lost contact with it. It doesn't really matter because we're not going to be helping the Brotherhood out in this particular run. Now these settlers should be all happy with us and all smiles and not hating us.
Those super mutants won't be bothering you again.
Alright, so that takes care of this one. And now it's under our control.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh? Thanks, friend. By the way, we've decided to support the Minutemen. We gotta help each other if we want things to get better.
So yeah, I think that's generally how it goes. Some strong individuals, like the Minutemen, and other groups that are along that vein. Brotherhood of Steel, Caesar's Legion, you know, people who rely on strength, would eventually form bigger nations and factions. Take the NCR, the New California Republic, in New Vegas. And we would fracture like that. End of the day, though, I think that the best thing to happen would be things like the Minutemen. Because with the Minutemen, you would be looking to actually help people out. And it's a noble ideal.
I took care of those super mutants. The settlers were relieved to not have them to worry about anymore.
Thank God. Super mutants. Civilians just don't stand a chance against them. As usual, I've got something else for you. Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. Once you clear it out, set up a radio to let settlers know. Before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
Oh, goody, it's Hangman's Alley. Fun. I don't really like Hangman's Alley. Without mods, it is one of the worst settlements, in my opinion. But we did level up, so let's see what we can grab. We cannot grab the next rank in science until we hit level 28, so 3 more levels. We don't really need the extra scrapper perk just yet. But we can get rank 3 of gun nut. And then next level we can get rank 3 of armor. Unless we have another point to spend. Doesn't look like we do. Yes, we don't. So we have another rank in gun nut. I can upgrade our weapons off camera, which will be awesome. So we gotta go clear out Hangman's Alley, which is just north. We did discover it before. That said, though, going into Hangman's Alley right like this, probably a bad idea. And I don't know if we're going to have the supplies available on hand to actually build a power generator and a radio beacon. Might have to scrap some stuff down there and hope that we get lucky. We'll start off at the ruins of CIT. Cross this bridge. Now, I can't remember if we took care of the... No, we did not. So on that barge is a set of raiders, including a very particular raider wearing some power armor. So we'll just sit here and see if we can't deal with these raiders in typical wasteland fashion. Not seeing any other raiders right now, so let's advance a little bit and see if we can get some line of sight on them. It's also going to be us running around shooting random people this episode. But, you know, every now and then you need to go slightly homicidal. Ooh, that is a legendary raider. Now it's a dead legendary raider. So that works. Of course, they only have a general idea where we are. They don't know exactly where we are.
Blue, we're not alone here. There you are.
And I think there's a dog right next to us, but I'm hoping that Piper will take care of it. Looks like she did.
Hey, something's out there.
Come on, poke your head out. Okay, I can hit them when they're moving. But if they're standing still, I can't hit the broadside of a barn. Come on, where did you go? Here, little raider in power armor. I'd love to say that 3 times fast, but I can barely speak normal speed, so we're not going to try that. did you disappear to, our power-armored friend? We'll use that word.
Show your face! Come on! Dare you!
Oh, that's Piper. Sorry, sweetheart.
How does something like this even happen? You don't have to do this. Guess we showed them.
Alright, that takes care of that. Of course, me and my loot fever. Some 45 armor. A pretty awesome legendary sword. Not that it really helps us, because melee weapons plus rifleman build does not usually work out very well. But we're picking up some 308 ammo. We're picking up some other cool stuff. There's an oil slick there. Wish I would have known that to start with. Would have made it a nice opener. Some extra buff out to make some more psycho buff. That's always great. Yes, stand there and look at the mine, Dre. That is a great idea. Absolutely awesome. I'm an idiot. Apparently picking locks today is a little bit beyond me, too.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm in a really, really good mood that I'm so scatterbrained. And instead of being my usual grumpy self, I'm actually really, really feeling great today. I mean, my brother just moved into his own place. I got to see my nieces a whole lot this week, and they're sweet girls. And life has just been great for me the last little bit. Not just because of the holiday season and everybody's being all nice, but because a lot of good things are happening for a lot of people I care about. All over the place. And it's not my success. It doesn't really matter to my life in general. But seeing the people that I care about being happy and having an awesome time, it's kind of like I'm living vicariously through that excitement. So you know what? I'm just going to run with it. I'm happy that a lot of people are happy. I don't think there's really anything wrong with that entire... Oh. I think the game disagrees. But I don't really think there's anything wrong with being happy for someone else's success. I mean, how can you really be able to brag and celebrate your own successes if you're not willing to be happy and celebratory when it's someone else's good fortune? Personally speaking, I love seeing awesome people, family, friends, or just acquaintances, having something good happen for them. There's a lot of things in the world that are kind of screwed up and aren't necessarily the most awesome things in the world. So it's always nice to step back now and then and just enjoy the successes that happen in life. Yeah, no, it almost doesn't sound like Dre. You know, he's being all cheerful and nice. But no, it's actually what I think. Because when someone else is celebrating something, it doesn't hurt you at all for them to have good fortune. So in the grand scheme of things, why not celebrate it? Then you can vicariously take a little bit of enjoyment out of something that's great that happens for someone else. It's kind of a way to share success and share the good feelings and everything. It doesn't really matter if it's yours or not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. I'm probably just rambling. But if you guys are watching the channel anyway, my rambling is part of what you're here for. At least I hope it is. Either that or you're just here for the mediocre gameplay and laughing at me. But if you're laughing at me or laughing with me, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're laughing, you're having fun. That's really what gaming should be about. Well, that and coming together as gamers and, you know, all the other stuff that I preach on a regular basis. Should just start up the Unified Church of Gaming. hearing something. Oh, it's up there. I can never find my way into Hangman's Alley. Don't know why. There we go. I say that, and I come across the door.
Yes.
Well, this is usually one of the places that gives me a lot of problems.
What the fuck was that? Who's out there? Think you can hide? Ah! One more obituary.
Wow, Piper is really feathering that trigger. I'm actually okay with that too, because she is whooping butt. So,
Yours now.
I don't really mind. There's one more baddie in here. Somewhere.
This is it for you.
Alright, so we have cleared Hangman's Alley. I think we cleared it before, but because we got the quest, it reset everything in here. Just a little bit more experience and all that sort of stuff. Doesn't really bother me at all. Let's see here. Power generators. We can build a small power generator, and I usually like to hide it off here near the basketball net. I don't know why. Every time I do this settlement, I end up doing that. And we are one ceramic short. We need to find a coffee cup. There's usually a coffee cup somewhere in the settlements when you get to them. Oh, look at that. There's the 2 ceramic we need, and now we can set up a radio beacon. That's the words I'm looking for that go together properly. Now I need to find... There's the basketball court. Jeez, I'm having a great day, guys. I don't know why. It's just being one of those days. I'm too happy and cheerful, so everything is, you know, trying to mess with me. Guess we are going to swap what side these are on, because we're just doing it for the quest right now. Not too worried about building this place up yet. There is a mod out there for this particular settlement that opens up these buildings on the sides and makes Hangman's Alley not completely suck as far as settlement building goes. That said though, the game does keep an internal clock too, so let's go over to Diamond City and see if they've got the Christmas decorations up. I mean, we are a week as of time of recording. Well, more like 6 days, but still, we are really close to Christmas. So I wonder if the game has kicked over into the festive season inside Diamond City. Because there is an event, well, not so much an event, but a change within Diamond City during the holidays. Christmas decorations go up and all that sort of stuff, but they disappear pretty much on November 1st. So it's prompt. Christmas decorations don't hang around too long. It's all great and fine and dandy. Just the right amount of time of Christmas decorations. I'm kind of curious. Let's go in and check it out. Don't think so. I mean, the Halloween decorations were up a lot longer. I remember seeing those when we came through.
You're not going to believe what happened. Shan Kowalski tried to kiss me. No! What'd you do? What'd I do? I knocked him on his ass. Now I've got detention. Oh, Natalie. Never change. And you're super grounded. Now go. Man.
Siblings. But it doesn't look like the Christmas decorations are up just yet in-game. It does keep track of it based on your system clock, so there is that.
Shopping.
need a Nuka-Cola.
Sheffield.
Nuka-Cola.
Oh, here you go, buddy.
Go.
Real sweet of you.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you were in the paper, right?
Can I get a minute?
You're 200 years old? Looking pretty good for your age, huh?
Hey, Sheffield.
Tell me,
What do you think about coming to work for me?
Really? You mean it?
Sure, we can give you a quick job. We're gonna send you to Sanctuary Hills.
Okay, I'll do it.
So there's an easy way to get a free settler. If you guys are starting off your settlement building, just give Sheffield a Nuka-Cola, and he becomes available as a settler.
Keep your voice down.
Alright, so we should probably fast travel back to Sanctuary, talk to Mr. Garvey, get that all set up.
Since we talked, I'm feeling
Oh, beautiful. It's nice and green. We're hulking out. Radiation storms. Definitely not healthy to be out in one. Mr. Garvey, where are you so we can get out of this radiation? I shouldn't sing.
I cleared out that spot you sent me to and set up a radio beacon there.
That's great news. Once folks have some place to call their own, they'll be willing to help defend it. As usual, I have something else for you to look into. Here's where they are. I hope you can help them. We've got to show people they can count on the Minutemen again.
Alright, so where is Mr. Garvey going to send us for this one? Clearing the way for Overland Station. So I'm not really sure where that one is right now. Oh, we've already been over there. I think that's where we actually did the last one. Just gonna grab our mute fruit while we're here. And of course our potatoes. And for those of you who have watched a few of the episodes before, this is going to sound repetitive. For those of you that haven't, remember, potatoes, corn, purified water, and mute fruit. They are your friends. Very much your friends. That's because you can turn all of that stuff into free adhesive. By simply going over to your cooking station, and in the Utilities tab, you make vegetable starch. Again, corn, mute fruit, purified water, and potatoes. And that makes you a decent amount of adhesive, which helps building up your weapons and armor. Double that crap off, because we don't need to worry about it. So guys, that's probably a good place to end the episode right there. I know a lot of us have to go out and finish some last minute shopping, and of course get the presents wrapped. Presents are more important for the little ones out there, but still, it's a part of the season. Just try to remember though, that the materialism doesn't matter, and the challenge is still up before you. Take one of the games that you really love, bump the difficulty up a little bit, and enjoy the challenge. So if you did like the video, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, be part of our community, just hit that subscribe button. And remember to turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video comes up. And guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.